Alright, let's dive into this because it's a topic that's got the football world buzzing: Arsenal's recent defeat to Dortmund and what it really means for their transfer strategy. Now, here's the thing: Mikel Arteta's slight smile after the loss? That's the kind of detail that immediately stands out. It's not just about the result, it's about the context. Personally, I think that smile was less about the defeat and more about the relief that his key players are finally returning. But here's where it gets interesting: while everyone's talking about bolstering the attack, Dortmund's performance served as a glaring reminder that Arsenal's defense might actually be the bigger priority. Let me explain why. First off, let's talk about the midfield. Without Declan Rice and William Saliba, Arsenal looked alarmingly vulnerable. Miles Lewis-Skelly did his best, but the space Dortmund exploited was just too much. What many people don't realize is that Arsenal's midfield isn't just about controlling the game, it's about providing that crucial cover for the defense. When Rice and Saliba are back, things will undoubtedly improve, but the question remains, is that enough? In my opinion, it's not. The backline, especially with Jurriën Timber and Saliba out, is paper thin. Ben White is a rock, but relying solely on him is a massive risk, especially with his recent injury history. If you take a step back and think about it, Arsenal's defensive depth is a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. Now, let's talk about the goalkeeper situation. Kepa Arrizabalaga's performance has been underwhelming, to say the least. But with David Raya set to return, that's one less headache for Arteta. What this really suggests is that Arsenal's issues aren't just about individual players, it's about the system and the depth. A detail I find fascinating is how Arsenal's pre-season performances often get written off as just pre-season, but this year feels different. Conceding 6 goals in 2 matches isn't just a blip, it's a pattern. And patterns, in football, are rarely coincidental. Here's where it gets even more intriguing: Arsenal's transfer targets. Vinicius Jr. is a big name, but is he the player they need right now? Personally, I think Ezri Konsa or Christian Romero would be smarter moves. Konsa's versatility and Romero's leadership could be game changers, but the price tag for Konsa is a sticking point. £60 million is a lot, especially when you consider Arsenal's valuation. But here's the thing: if they want to compete at the highest level, they need to invest in quality. What makes this really interesting is that Arsenal are in a position of strength as Premier League champions, yet their defensive depth feels like a weakness. It's a paradox that needs addressing. From my perspective, the real issue isn't just about signing a big-name defender, it's about finding the right fit. Saliba's quality is irreplaceable, and any new signing would know they're essentially a placeholder until he returns. That's a tough sell for any top-tier player. But at right back, the situation is even more dire. Theo Julien is talented, but at 18, he's not ready to be the primary backup. One injury to White, and Arsenal's defense could crumble. This raises a deeper question: how did Arsenal, a team with such ambition, end up in this position? It's not just about bad luck with injuries, it's about strategic planning, or the lack thereof. If you ask me, Arsenal's transfer priority should be clear: sign a versatile defender who can slot in at right back and provide cover in the centre. Someone like Romero, despite the surprise link, could be exactly what they need. But even then, it's not just about the signings, it's about the mindset. Arsenal need to stop reacting to problems and start anticipating them. Pre-season performances might not define a season, but they reveal weaknesses. And right now, Arsenal's weaknesses are staring them right in the face. So, here's my closing thought: Arsenal's defeat to Dortmund wasn't just a loss, it was a wake-up call. The midfield will sort itself out with Rice and Saliba back, but the defense? That's a different story. If they don't address it now, they could be playing catch-up all season. And for a team with title aspirations, that's a risk they simply can't afford. What do you think? Are Arsenal focusing on the wrong areas, or is there a method to their madness? Let me know in the comments below.